Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. I have an article here that shows that communication increases, or the frequency of the communication between NATO, the club, and Russia, all of a sudden, I would say, increased in the past 3 days, maybe 4 days. Before this, we didn't hear calls of some leaders, directed towards Putin. Only, blackmail threats, name calling, and, things like this, like kindergarten. And these were the calls and the visits that occurred. It was Austin Powell, General Austin from United States, spoke with his counterpart, with the General Austin with Shoigu of Russia. They spoke over the phone, first time after the start of the hostilities. Then we had Macron, I think he spoke with Putin as well. Then we had Olaf Scholz speaking with Putin all of a sudden, which happened, today? And we had Finland's president calling Putin. All these people called Russia, not Russia called them. And I repeat this, whoever calls is the one who has an inferior position or wants something in the, art of the deal, if you want. No, in the, negotiation and diplomacy. That's how it goes. Who calls is a little bit below because they want something. The other ones, I don't call you. So nevertheless, we find that actually a US envoy made contact with the Russians. It hasn't happened before this. I haven't heard anything like this. Only phone calls. As I said, in the past 4 days or so, they started to abound. And now we have an envoy. This article comes from Republic World, and it's from May 12, 2022, and is by Dipanita Das. And this is the title. U.S. envoy to Russia visits Russian Foreign Ministry to discuss bilateral issues. The U.S. informed that the U.S. ambassador to Russia, also they still have an ambassador there, John Sullivan, visited Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov to discuss bilateral differences. Something is happening, and I'm telling you what I smell that's happening. And this is, the Russians are about to break through something somewhere. And the other guys are at the end of their, how do you call it, defenses. And these guys initiate something before that happens, because if that happens, then the power difference will be dropping and will increase. Therefore, the negotiations, the communication will be harder for the guys below to, versus the other one on top. So they try probably to discuss now as the difference is maybe a little bit below, because as you want to take it, Ukraine against all the, blah, blah, blah here, it's losing land. If it's losing land, that means they're losing territory, right? They're losing something. They're not, they're winning something here, and then next day we find out that was gone. I don't know, there are some locations, that's why I don't discuss the military developments over there, because people lie, especially in times of war. So I don't want to say things and then come, oh, you know what, my bad. No, I don't like that. Yeah, we make mistakes, obviously, but I don't lie. I'd rather not say things, but I don't lie. Anyway, so here we go here. So the difference is small. I don't know. I don't know, but it is a difference. These guys are right now, the big club, the supporters of Ukraine, of Kiev, are trying to discuss, communicate with Russia in about 4 days, 3 days. They started doing this. So I'm assuming something is going to the Russians are going to break through something big. That's my assumption. Therefore, these guys are contacting and now are eager to talk to the Russians. Before that, they said, no, we're not going to talk to you. We'll see what happens. And now it seems like, now we saw enough. And stop. Before things get to a big discrepancy, big difference, before that happens, let's talk now. Because once that goes down, the Russians will say, okay, let's talk. But now we talk differently. All right, so here we have Sullivan over there going. And it says here, as the Russian war entered the day 78, right now is what, 80? The U.S. State Department on Wednesday informed that the U.S. ambassador to Russia, John Sullivan, visited Russia's deputy foreign minister, Sergei Ryabkov, to discuss bilateral differences between both countries. Okay. The visit was discreet and with low lights and some ladies of the night dancers, some low music and some adult beverages. Was discreet. Don't say it. Don't. All right. So the visit was discreet and the meeting lasted about 20 minutes. Oh my God, that was short. They didn't have to say, oh, hey, how are you? Oh, I got to go now. A U.S. State Department official told CNN, what's CNN? I still in business. The anonymous source, I love anonymous source, also clarified, I'm kidding, also clarified the visit was not in response to a summon and was pre-planned. Okay. While it was known that the issues discussed were mostly bilateral relations, since when? I thought the Americans don't want to talk about that. The accurate details remain disclosed. The meeting comes days after a prisoner exchange between the U.S. and Russia allowed the release of Trevor Reed, an illegally detained blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Blinken calls on Russia to stop threatening people with malnutrition. Again, threats and blackmails and calling people name and blah, blah. Well, let me think. Why is the people going to be malnourished? Oh, because of the war and things are blocked. Okay, all right, I got that. Why is it a war over there, Blinken? Oh, because of us? Let's say this is what the Russians say. Because of us? Okay, yeah, you're right. Yes. My bad. Guys, please allow them to do business as usual. And in the meantime, they put sanctions on us and they will put an embargo. But you let them do business and everything okay? Okay? All right, good. Meanwhile, U.S. State Department Anthony Blinken on Wednesday urged Russia to cease its blockade of the Black Sea coast. Okay, Blinken, kick rocks. Taking to Twitter, Blinken accused Moscow of threatening people with malnutrition. Why? As exports from Ukraine are a key source of food to the world, mostly developing countries. Oh, and you all of a sudden care about developing country, Biden and Blinken, and you gotta be kidding me. These guys think we are just, below 86 IQ. But if we let them think that way and we don't counter them, yeah, they have the right to do that because it works. Oh, look, EU chief von der Leyen, that's the Ursula, welcomes Japan's embargoes on Russia, understands what's at stake. This is like an extra. Okay, about 84% of merchant ships are stranded at Ukraine port, leading to a massive hindrance to the safe passage of commercial vehicles. The video also, this is a video that Blinken puts over there. The video also stated that Ukraine's agriculture exports have dwindled to the significant lows since the Russian war. It is pertinent to mention that Ukraine averagely exports 5 million tons of grain every year, which reaches over 400 million across the world. However, the halt in the exports had led to a considerable drop in the amount, which could lead to potential famine and political instability. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on May 9th during talks with EU Commissioner President Charles Michel, well, yeah, this is war. What do you want? I mean, you want to have total war against me, but you want me to let you do whatever you want? No. It doesn't work that way. Maybe it works with, how do you call that, Iraq. maybe with Syria, maybe with Afghanistan, maybe with Libya, yeah, maybe with Romania, yeah, or who knows who. But Russia, what are you talking about? That's why we are in this in the first place, because you thought, guys, that you can deal with these guys like that, like, oh, Russia, security interest. Who are you? We're not talking to you. There you have it now. And they say, guys, what? The wind is blowing? Come on, man, close the door. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.